when I said Africa, they just thought it's a very backwards place. And unfortunately, that's just, I think, even if we share the same like global South, like same narrative.
No, I am so overstimulated. What is this? Oh my goodness. Come to market. My dad keeps saying keep an eye on my stuff, but
it's just going to be there, and there's no motivation to get it done. It just stays there and it becomes a danger to people and other inhabitants. The second thing I've noticed in Ghana, there are some places where foreigners live.
Yes, too. He said, come back on Thursday for your visa. I stood there like this, Dan.
Ghana is more forward than my country. This is what an Indonesian man currently living in Ghana says. And he said his family and friends didn't think Ghana looked like the way it is as he came to meet prior to coming here. But coming here and showing them how Ghana looks like, they now believe that it's not all about living in huts and all that. And also I have other foreigners sharing their experiences living and visiting Ghana. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Let's go into the video. You don't lose anything by liking, so just give the video a thumbs up. Let's watch the video.
When I said Africa, they just thought it's a very backwards place. And unfortunately, that's just, I think, even if we share the same like global South, like same narrative. Like Indonesia, we got our independence at 1945. But I loved the very first time when I opened my video call. And then I showed them, Ghana. And they're like, oh, it's really nice, And I'm like, yes, exactly. But they always thought that, oh, it's like slum. It's not nice, even when I said we really prayed for it. And we knew if we come here, we need to have the baby here.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Unfortunately, my mom didn't have the best advisors. They said, oh, just have the baby in UK, and I'm like, why? Because for me, it's like, this is what we wanted to do. So I knew the risks and everything. But Ghana is much more forward than what we thought, Have you heard of, I'm sure you know the movie Black Panther?
Yeah, Black Panther.
Right. I realized, Black Panther is symbolic of Ghana. Maybe it's not as futuristic and all that, but I realized that okay, a lot of the things that I thought was behind in Ghana, people are actually much well versed. There are actually practitioners. There are like institutions, and I think a lot of expats, they need to understand when they come to Ghana, it is a puzzle for you to solve. You will not get all the pieces you want. You may be surprised by, how things are. You think that you're being direct. You think all the information is given on your end, and then things don't come through. You think like, the other people, they are at fault. But what I have learned is it is more like a dance. So living in Ghana is like all about movement. You can't just be static, and you think everything is like an app, you tell people what to do. Oh, you wish, like, even like, appointments, even if the other person says, okay, yes, it might be no, I had this happen, a friend like invited others to come, the expats, if they say yes or no, they really mean it. Yeah. But and when we were in her house until the 11th hour, this person was like 2-3 hours late, and then she's calling, hey, where are you? And this person at the other end, she's saying, he's saying like, oh, I'm coming, I'm on the road.
Yeah.
2 hours later, the party ended, and the guy is still on the road. And then we realized that, okay, like one of our Ghanaian friends said, that's a very polite way of saying. That's a very polite way of saying, I'm sorry, I cannot make it. The first thing that I saw was Akwaaba, and of course, first time in a country, no internet, right? So I had to really think, Akwaaba, Akwaaba, Akwa. What does that mean? It's just like, I thought it meant, thank you, like for using our service, because I saw MTN there. No, yeah. I was like, okay, maybe that's what it means. But then in the first moments that I was in Ghana, people kept on saying, you are welcome. You're welcome. Even the immigration officer, they were not that welcoming, but they were, but they also said, you are welcome, right? Hello, sir, we are welcome. And where are you coming from? And then as I went through the immigration checkpoint and I went to meet the people picking me up, they keep on saying, you are welcome. I'm not used to that. A lot of people say you are welcome after you did something good, right? You're welcome. Like, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. So I was like, it must be something good that I did. Maybe I presented myself in such a way, and they say, thank you, thank you, thank you. But turns out people are just wanting to say, you are welcome. That's not a statement you hear a lot. I don't know if people are so used to it in Ghana. You are welcome. I think even now, like it has become my own words. When someone comes to my house, you are welcome. You are welcome. I will never say that in Indonesia because it's very awkward to say. Because for us, it's body language. Like if I really welcome you, I would give you water. I would ask you to sit there. I would really ask you about your day. But if we're not welcoming, I can do all those things, but I'll be like this. And so, and I think in Ghana, it's like some.
All right, good morning, people. I want to talk to you today about how you can detail the difference between a third world country and a developing country, because there is a difference. And I'm going to use Ghana once again as an example of one that is moving from third world to a developing country. First, when I come back to Ghana, I'm starting to see projects actually completed. All right. There was a bridge over by, I think it was by the Palace Mall or some mall. I don't know the name of it, but they actually finished the bridge. Okay. It was curving around. They finished it. Most third world countries can't start and finish nothing. Okay. It's just going to be there and there's no motivation to get it done. It just stays there and it becomes a danger to people and other inhabitants. The second thing I've noticed in Ghana, there are some places where foreigners live and the land is graded correctly. The roads and their sidewalks graded properly to keep flooding, and safety is becoming a major and a serious thing to keep people alive. All right. So that's another thing. In true third world countries, they don't change their mind. They're going to stay the way they are and nothing's going to change. And next, the foreign influence. You see a lot of influential things from foreign places. Ghanaians are starting to accept that, okay, these type of influences are good, but we just need to adopt and implement so that Ghanaians can make the money. That's my biggest thing. I don't want foreigners to just come in and take over. I want the locals to make the money. So if you go to a true hard third world country, you don't see any foreign influence because they don't want to accept that anyway. So I'm very grateful for what Ghana is doing. And again, their leadership is good. And hopefully they can just stay on that path, because I can't wait to see the new things that I see every time and all the new developments, and just keep moving in that direction, guys.
And I was the only one dressed in African garbs. When I looked around me, everyone else is wearing, the regular Western clothes, the Western clothing. And I went properly dressed in my African wear, walked up to the window, handed the man my Ghana passport. He said to me, do you have a business here? I said, yes, I do. I am the owner of Jamaica Village. He said, okay. You have children with you? I said, yes, two. He said, come back on Thursday for your visa. I stood there like this, Dan. You know what I mean? Like, Oh my goodness, the man, to how you rehearse when you go in, oh, you have to carry this, carry that money. Nothing like that, Diane. 2 questions. And then the man said, come for your visa Thursday. And I literally stood there for a moment frozen. The man didn't ask about, oh, you are Jamaican or nothing like that.
I just had the oddest food combination while watching polo with my homegirl on a Sunday. I know, a little random, right? But still cute though. And if you're new here, I'm Jam. I'm a DMV girlie who moved to Ghana last year because, I needed a little bit more whimsy.
And some of y'all need more whimsy. Be more whimsical. Do something silly.
And I've curated a community of amazing diaspora women who see their lives outside of Western society and they want a space that supports that. But back to this food, y'all. Can y'all believe that I've lived in Ghana for almost a year now and I still haven't been to Polo Club? Ooh, shout out to my homegirl Daniela for bringing me here and putting me on because, baby, these eggplant nachos were everything. Do you hear me? One thing about me, the food is going to get me every single time. But y'all, the food aside, the views were amazing. I personally love horses, so I really enjoyed this outing. So if you're a fan of sports, equestrian, and the prestige, you definitely want to check out Polo Club. Listen, child, it had me in there thinking I wasn't even in Ghana anymore. Look at this. Listen, y'all, now while I'm planning my next foodie adventure, I want to make sure that all my diaspora girlies that are thinking about moving abroad, who want community, support, resources, tap in with me. The Best Life Club is where you need to be loved. All right, y'all, get out, enjoy yourself, touch some grass, and as always, I'm sending love to whoever needs it. Love you guys. Mwah.
Day 2 in Ghana, and we are taking the kids out today. First stop was Bliss in Accra, aka Accra's happiest place. I think this venue is so sick. It's soft play, it's got bowling, it's got an arcade. The staff are super helpful with the kids. They get an hour of this epic soft play. I think it worked out to about £12 a child.
It was so fun.
Not my voiceover being hijacked. They also serve food, and I find it mad that you can get kebab and kelewele at soft play. It's Ghana, baby. Next, we went to Lakeside Marina Park. They've got this amazing splash park. It is 450 cedis for a family of 4, which is £35. The kids were in bed. I went with my dad to Plus 233 Jazz Bar, which is just a vibe. Day 2.
No, I am so overstimulated. What is this? Oh my goodness. Come to market. My dad keeps saying keep an eye on my stuff, but he's never been trained by Oxford Street. I don't even know what's going on right now. All I know is I might be hit by a car, I might be hit by a bike. Oh, Jesus. I never tried a buff roast in the UK that's crispy on the outside.
Have sex with a white man. I can't. I've been to Africa. This is personal, Kendra G. And I want to say this to all my black women who date outside their race. I support you because I understand it. But in Kendra G's personal manner, I've been to Africa. I've been to Ghana. I've been to the Elmina Castle. And I took the tours. And it's one thing to read about slavery. It's another thing to really, and if you go, you will understand what I'm talking about. You can still feel our ancestors in these caves. And they give you, there's a church upstairs while women are being raped. And there's one part of Elmina Castle that it was like the slave masters would be at top and then the black women would come and they would pick out which one they wanted to have sex with. And so for me, I can't, like I said, I can't unsee that. And the wealthiest man ever that has ever tried to court me. And I knew that I still could never have sex with him just because of my ancestors. Like, I am doing this for black. Like, everything I'm doing is to put it in the black category. I live in Beverly Hills and I'm black as hell. Like, I act very black and I do it on purpose because we belong in every space. You're not going to take us out of anything. And as a black woman, that just, it's really important to me.
So this started off with a simple idea. We just wanted to relax and hang out with each other. And so we said, well, everybody loves a good grill, so let's grill a goat. Easy enough, right? Wrong. You never really think about how hard it is to find a full-grown goat until you need one. We went from everywhere you could possibly think of. We couldn't find one that we liked. We ended up in this lovely woman's backyard, but ultimately we couldn't buy from her because the goat was so tiny. Then we went to Hohoy Market. We didn't see any we liked. Then we headed back to town, and because we remembered we seen this goat the previous day, but the price was pricing, so we didn't want it. But then we had to go back for it, and when we got there, the owner said he'd escaped the night before, and ended up having to send some school kids to go find it. We found it. This goat was stubborn, tried to escape at every turn, but ultimately we ended up bringing him home. Stay tuned for part 2.
Me no fat say. Shell. Ye bubu tuya wa ha. Miss me be bubu. He. We kwa me nim ne dim twi. E wo me kasa na friend ox. Na wo de profokasa so aye friend axe. Ke no ana me de be bubu. Bar fa di go. Yes madam. Come in. Run. Vision for a grown form. Could you hear?
Ah. Listen to my heading.
Who seem to my basic kakakase?
So? No problem with that.
No problem. Let me examine a mewashi.
Heading.
I don't say. Hey, but where are you? Meaning, so real fish and air washing.
Heading.
I'm putting so real fish and air washing.
Why?
Yes, I check. If I got a check, cinnamon.
My bongana.
The boom boy. Oh boy, cinnamon, posalamin. I'll grow.
Heading.
I am in one.
I'm just washing. Let him be special.
That's dramatic. But when you go from Pong, Jutsu. We have a market, why? Thank you for watching.
We.
I really appreciate.
Heading.
Are you serious?
You.
Me that's why.
You. Me dancing. For allowing me to wash. We thought it was a fight too.
It was a fight, I say.
It was a fight,
before I allowed you to wash. Say I don't here. You don't wash it 20. But I why are they?
Let's see ye papa.
What's in here?
Hi guys, so today's another video of differences between Cameroon and Ghana, and today let's talk about educational system. In Ghana, when you write your last exam of high school, here they write WASSCE. So when you write WASSCE and you fail the WASSCE, you can rewrite the WASSCE in November, December, what they call NOVDEC. So there's receipts for WASSCE. Whereas in Cameroon, it's not like that. In Cameroon, we write GC advanced level. If you fail GC that year, you wait and write it next year with your juniors. So you wait and write it next year. You can't resit GC. Also in Ghana, they have junior high school, senior high school, and in total it makes 6 years. Whereas in Cameroon, we have secondary school and high school. So secondary school is 5 years, then high school is 2 years, making it 7 years. We school too much. Yeah, so that's another difference.
Hello guys, today I want to talk about things that I've seen that are common in Ghana and also in Cameroon. We have them in Cameroon. Number 1 is light. Yes, Ghana has electricity. There's electricity, constant electricity in Ghana, and also in Cameroon also have constant electricity. It's difficult for us to witness a 24 hours light out in Ghana and even in Cameroon. Yes, these two countries we have light. Number 2 is what security. Ghana is so secure. Movement in this country is so secure that you can travel at any time of the day, both in the morning, afternoon, or evening, at night, without any problem, and you get to your destination safely. Yes, without being attacked or whatsoever. Yes, there's so much security, because I remember last time I traveled from Togo to Ghana, and I got here after midnight. I was so shocked to see that place everywhere is so calm, quiet, peaceful, and I walked to my house peacefully, and I entered my house without any problem. Yes, so for that there's security, and Cameroon too will have security. Number 3 is beauty. Ghanaians, they are very beautiful. Yes, I've noticed that these people, they are very beautiful, especially the dark-skinned people. Yes, I admire their color. Their color is so nice. Yes, so shining. I don't know how to even describe it, but I admire those ones that they have the dark skin. Yes, they are very beautiful. And also Cameroon, we are very beautiful people. Yes, that one you can't even deny. For those of you who have been to Cameroonians, you have met Cameroonians, you see how they are beautiful. So that one, we are very beautiful. Number 4, Ghana, they have 10 regions. No, they have 16 regions. We have 10 regions. But before it was 10. So we have regions, and they also have regions. So that are the things that I've noticed, that I've observed, that are common.
You know, this thing is like, I don't know, for Africa, it's like the whole world. In Asia, even in some of these countries that are not even up to the level of Africa, think Africa is... Bro, the last time I shared a video here, a lady that is from the Caribbean, one of the Caribbean countries, and coming here, she says she even thought, and people in her country thought, that Africa is like not developed at all, not knowing Ghana is even developed more than where she's coming from, way developed than where she's coming from. But they also have that thought in their mind that Ghana is this, Ghana is that. And I'm like, Charlie, then Africa there, Charlie, it seems like they've actually destroyed our name, making it look like we don't even have anything in Africa. Charlie, it's sad, but these are some of the testimonies coming from some of these people. He is coming from Indonesia, people from the Caribbean, other people from, like, bro, listen, some African countries are way developed than some of these countries that you see, even some European countries, bro. So you guys should just slow down, tone down, and just do your research. Today we have internet, so you can make all the research that you want. And listening to the African American man, as he said, Ghana is gradually moving away from the third world name, because development everywhere. When you listen, in Accra, the cranes that I see on top of structures being built, roads, this current government too is basically expanding roads, building new roads and all that. Trust me, in the next 3 years to come, Ghana will look different. All I'm seeking for is for us to see trains. Trains should be like something that should be part of our daily lives. That's what I want to see. From Accra to Kumasi, Accra to Takoradi to Volta region, we should see some of things like this. And I think that would be so nice in this country. Thank you so much for watching.